What's up, you guys? It's Mary.
And
We would just
share,
subscribe,
and comment
down below. And if you guys want to know how you can contribute to this channel's content or anything, please refer down below to our description box.
Yes.
We are going to be talking about part 2 of 90 Day Fiancé. We spent almost 30 minutes talking about Shahida and Bilal, so we had to break this up. We are now going to talk about Kim and Usman, and then we're going to talk about Ed and Liz a little bit, and then we're going to finish off with Jenny Submit.
Yeah.
Kim, you didn't break up with Usman. Let's be honest. What happened was you threw your little temper tantrums like you usually do.
Mm-hmm.
He knows you for doing that.
Mm-hmm.
You took off the ring. Mm-hmm. Okay? I mean, I'm sure if all those times you threw a temper tantrum, you would have taken the ring and put it down. I'm sure you would have done it multiple times. This is the only time that you had the ring and you had thrown a temper tantrum, okay? Right. You put down the ring. Mm-hmm. You walked out. Mm-hmm. You came back with your tail between your legs. Mm-hmm. Talking about, I don't want to break up. I want to get married to you. I want to have this child. Usman looked at you, said, thank God she has to put the ring down. Because I think it's the best decision for us not to continue this relationship. Right. And Kim also, he never wanted you. That's why you were sitting down there crying, talking about how, oh my God, I've had to prove myself. He didn't want you, Kim. This man told you, no, I cannot have sex with you. I am Muslim. I don't do this or whatever. Now, he still ended up having sex with her regardless. Shortly after that, he went and made you his potential girlfriend or whatever. And then also on the tell-all, he said that he cannot have sex unless he is in love. We all know that's a lie because you had sex with her before she was even your girlfriend. You had sex with her when she was your potential. You had not even told her you loved her there yet. But the thing is, I remember there was this one time where she was basically harassing this man. I mean, if a man had did this to a woman, we would have been saying, call the police! We would have been saying that. But you were there talking about how, oh, I want Yami. Why aren't you giving me sex? I want sex. If a man did that, we would be calling the police. TLC, there's abuse happening on the show. Right. What is happening? You did that, Kim. You were pushing yourself on him. You were giving this man gifts as if he was some African king somewhere. Like you're there. Apparently, you were massaging his feet because he'll be saying, rub my feet. Doing all of this, bastardizing yourself for some man that didn't want you. You put yourself out there, Kim. The man did not want you. That's why you're here breaking your back. You did not really want to break up with him at all. That's why you're still there crying. I broke up with him. And Usman, when you said, I'm the one who broke up with him, he was looking at you like, don't get ahead of yourself because really we know what happened. But they did not show the clip. Because if they did, it would have been something else. But Jamal, your mom, harassed that man into a relationship. Usman's a victim well.
Which was news to me. Usman said that he told Kim
before that I can't be with you because I want child.
I can't be with you because I want a child. They didn't show that on any clip, but Kim did not refute that, and Usman said that at least 2 or 3 times on this tell-all that I told her in the beginning, I can't be with you because I want a child. So Kim already knew that. So missed me with a conversation of, well, it's not like Angela. Michael knew, okay, I'm going to be with Angela, right? And the same thing with Submit. He knew who he was going to get married with, Jenny. But apparently Usman said he told you he wants a child. So you went in knowing that this is what he wants.
But you're so willing to just lay yourself on the floor like a rug for this man. That you were even willing to take your older 50-year-old self to fly to Najah. To go and get weenie for a friends with benefits relationship.
Yeah, you did say that too.
I don't understand.
That was surprising. That was like, how do you go from a fiancé to now friends with benefits?
And you're flying, spending thousands and thousands of dollars to fly to Najah to go get weenie from somebody who doesn't want you. When a man tells you to go get liposuction, he's not attracted to you, honey.
Well, the other thing too,
I don't think he was attracted to her. He was so willing to jump for that 18-year-old, which I thought was a little sick because he's 33 and she is a fresh guppy. That girl looked like she was 16. That I did not agree with. But he looked so ready to be with that woman. He doesn't look like he was ever really attracted to Kim. Like, it seemed like he literally kind of cringed. I don't think he really wanted Kim from the beginning. That's just how I feel. I don't care what side of Usman you see.
I think as time went on, he grew to have feelings for Kim. Especially with the whole, trying to get them to sign and
Maybe he liked her loyalty, but that was it.
Right. He liked her loyalty. He liked the fact of the way that she showed him love. He liked all of that stuff about her. And he even said he was very touched when she asked him to marry her and everything like that.
That was a lie.
However, I think that, and I said so last time, the table turned when Usman saw his brother and the wife and how they interacted with each other. I mean, you could see it's changed.
Well, also Kim was also being quite combative.
That's what I'm saying.
Likes that.
And Usman sat back, looked at his brother and the wife, and thought to himself,
this will actually be happening.
this is a lifetime. They're going to have lifetime of peace.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And here is this woman, even in my silence, she's still talking. She's not even waiting for the men to speak. And yes, it's the culture. So as she spoke and got more agitated, he was getting annoyed. But by the time they went to the room and he waited like a punk until the son left, he had had enough. So he starts with about liposuction because
and then also the cleaning. The cleaning. Remember you talk about how you don't clean or anything?
He's looking at the woman and seeing the waistline.
Snatched.
And African women, a lot of them, they're very like nutty about their waistline, like keeping that waist snatched.
They're even wrapping their baby.
Even after they have children. Okay?
They are wrapping
want
it.
that waistline they got to have. Everything else can go out of whack. But that waistline. So the thing is, he's looking at this woman who had 2 babies by then, look at her demeanor, and then look at Kim. Is this what I'm going to be dealing with? Remember, they've been going together for 3 years.
Right.
So 3 years ago, oh, he was soldier boy. Oh, yeah. As he gets older, as he gets older, and he's seeing his brothers, their wives, whatever, he's thinking about his own life. You know, yes, she's loyal, but then she has these moments where she gets aggressive and she's over talking me.
And then cussing me out and throwing drinks in my face. Remember when she threw a drink in his face? That also was a turning of the tide.
Turn, you know?
Even
the wife who did not agree with them come to take her child, you didn't see her say it in the table with Usman. She waited. It was just her and her husband. She let it be known. You understand? It's not that African women are not speaking their minds, but they let it be known.
That's outfits.
Do you want to ask the lady? Go ask her.
No, it's okay.
No. Go ask her.
No, I'll take a picture and I'll show Dada.
Oh, okay. But Dada is out there. You should have asked Dada to ask her.
That's okay.
Okay.
But yeah.
Sorry about that. Anyway, but, you know, he saw that and I told you.
Yeah.
I said, Usman, he does not want Kim no more. So when she put the ring down, he said, you know something?
No, what he actually said, he said, mashallah.
When she put that ring down, he's sitting down. Remember, he was on his phone.
Yeah.
She put the ring down. Then she started yelling. He sits down. He's looking at the hotel room. Why am I dealing with this? Look how messy this hotel room is. If I was here with my African wife, by now, she would have already cleaned the place. She would have put a tea in front of me to drink. She will actually maybe even have put my foot up and just be massaging my foot. Okay? She will be there in the bathroom getting herself really pretty, smelling good, and coming back with her waistline. Now, this one does not have. This one does not have a waistline. I'm looking at her now. You understand? He was sitting there the whole time. So even checking Kim out. So first, remember, he went and told her sorry. Even after he said sorry, she kept on talking. So he's sitting down like, Even after I say sorry, the woman is still being, look at her. I cannot be like this, being embarrassed out in public anymore. I cannot do it. So when she put the ring down, he said, you know something? When she came back, and I saw his face, I said, this will end badly. He said, you know something? You put the ring down. obviously,
I think that's best choice.
you know something, you have made the best choice. As you put the ring down, it tells me it's over. This is the best thing. He take himself, so she walked out. He take himself, passed her on the thing, took the time to look at her,
Said,
just to look at her one more time and say, I made the best decision for my life. When?
I was like, why is he looking at her like that? There was such disgust. But you know,
That's
when
what it was.
that's exactly how it happened, folks.
Yep.
Because
that's
the
how it
fact
happened.
that, you know, they've had all of these arguments, you know what I'm saying? But they always come back together.
Yeah.
The fact that we're here at the tell-all.
Yeah, he was.
And they still have not come back together.
No.
It's Usman's decision.
He's
Well, lucky
he is
it's not
he's
Kimberly's.
determined.
It's not. She has said,
determined.
I don't want her. I'm not going to blink at her. I'll text her every day. That's fine. But I am not putting...
She texts him every day. That
Yeah.
man is not looking to text him every day.
No. But he says, my weenie will not go there anymore. That's why he was like...
No.
Like,
And
even the disgust when
Yeah.
he said friends with Memphis, he was like...
And it's not even
It
about
looked
the
like he-
winning. I think he liked her. He liked her loyalty. The
But
things
that's
he
it.
really appreciated about Kim and loved about Kim.
Yes, but did he love her fully?
But
no.
then when he looked at his brother's life, and
Look at
Usman
your
has
life.
gotten a little older,
Look at your life through your African brother's eyes.
he was like, he's like, I cannot be
I
whatever.
can't do this to myself.
And
I
you know
won't
what
do
I
it
didn't
anymore.
I wasn't looking at the brother's wife when Kim was talking. Because she seemed her head was down most of the time. Probably he's like, I cannot let this woman be embarrassing me out in Nigeria.
I mean, because she
Day in
threw
and
a
day out.
whole milkshake in his face in front of his friends.
Yeah, he said day in and day, I cannot do
Getting
this.
drinks thrown on me for the rest
And
of
then
my life.
yelling, the people can hear her through this hotel door.
But
just
do you
cannot.
think Usman's a scammer? Because everybody was saying he's a scammer.
I don't think he's a scammer.
I don't think he's
yeah.
a scammer either. I feel like one, he has already said that he has made a living
Yeah.
for himself. He does very well
I
for
mean,
himself.
he has never
is-
asked Kim. He had been dating for 3 years. He never asked him to come to the U.S.
No.
So he doesn't really have a desire to come.
And I mean, the family
You
even
know?
said we want you to come 4 times a year. You know, that's almost every what?
It's
3
every
months.
3 months,
That's
yeah.
every 3 months. Somebody who's coming to their homeland every 3 months does not want to be in America permanently.
Yeah.
I mean, so what got him to make him still stay relevant? I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think he's a scammer.
I mean, I think
not
just
every
based on
foreigner
the
is a
show,
scammer.
probably-
Summit's not a scammer. I don't
Yeah.
think Usman's a scammer. I do think Michael is definitely a scammer. I mean, the fact that he's like, wait, I have money coming to you. Don't worry, I love you. Just wait. Let me go deal with Angela, okay? I love you, baby girl. I like all that. I mean,
Yeah,
Michael
well,
is definitely a scammer. I don't think Usman is.
Yeah,
I don't
think Summit is.
Yeah, I don't think Sumit
It's not
is.
everyone who wants to come to America. It's not everyone who wants to do that. And sometimes too, I think that what is the pull for a lot of these foreign guys with American women is the fact that, you know, just like, you know, in Africa, there are so many responsibilities. So when you go with an American woman, you don't have those responsibilities, like for family and stuff like that.
You mean an older American woman?
No, when you go for an American woman, the culture is not all about your family. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
look at Submit. I mean, all the different family things that you have to go to.
Yeah.
And the same thing in the African family, too. You know, the family is a whole extension of you. You have so
Yeah.
much obligation to the woman's family, to your family.
I feel that's how it should be in life.
You know what I'm saying? But when you marry a foreigner, that's out the door.
Well, they don't really put a really big emphasis on family in America.
Yeah, so that's out the door.
I mean, not like how
And
they
so
do it in the foreign countries.
it's a lull for people who don't want those responsibilities. And that's how I see with Usman and with Sumit. And so when they don't have those responsibilities, they're not really pushing to really have children like that. They don't mind having one or maybe two, but they don't mind having maybe one child. And they don't mind going and adopting a child because they don't want those responsibilities. You know, and that's just how they want to live their lives, even though they're young guys.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
But yeah,
So who's the next one?
I mean, the next person, I think it was actually Jenny and Sumit or whatever. The father did end up.
Oh, I want to say one thing about Usman. when they showed the young girl, that beautiful girl.
Oh yeah. Which I think is nasty.
I think Angela
18 and you're 34 and you barely got any teeth in your mouth. Mm-hmm. She is too ripe to be dealing with Usman.
I would not want her to be with Usman.
Hell no. Go find yourself somebody who's rich, who has his money together, who you'll be the first wife, you'll be pampered, or even the only wife. That girl is gorgeous. She does not need to be working about some Usman.
And I don't know. I don't think Kim had seen that. And then Usman, even after all of that, said, "Here's your phone number."
She was just too young for me personally.
Yeah.
I mean, I cannot imagine marrying off my 18-year-old daughter to some man who's 34. Please take your old ass on. Thank you. But that's just me.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah.
I mean, I know it's your culture.
Yeah, it's just, it's of course it's a different culture. But, 18,
I mean, it's legal,
but graduated
still.
from high school and stuff like that. 18 is young. It's young. It's really, really young. It's so super duper young for me.
I feel like 20, 21.
18 is pretty normal for mothers to have their 18-year-old daughters married when you are in this part of the world, for sure. And you married to, I will say, married to a 30-something-year-old, but that's not news. That's really not news to me. Especially in their early 30s, it's really not news. I mean, it's only 15 years, whatever. But for me, 18 is young. It's so young. Yeah.
I remember I used to say I want to get married at 20, 21. You're like, that's too young. That's too young.
Yeah, it's young. It's young. It's very young. But, when they showed her, I tell you, I was just like, I was hoping that Kim doesn't have to see that. They don't show that. But, oh, no, these producers,
she did not turn into no devil. She just said...
And then she started to cry. Then she really started to cry, like she felt played and stuff like that. But you knew he was going to go meet her, right?
She said she did not see the whole phone number thing. And
but why would you not think that he will ask for her phone number? The only thing is when he asked for the phone number. After she said, I want you to be the first wife, he still took the phone number because he's thinking, I will be talking to her and trying to get one of them to acquiesce.
Yeah.
Or the first wife thing. And I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
But very, very interesting.
But Jenny and Submit,
they should have asked Usman, are you, now that you're not with Kim, are you pursuing her?
That would just be too much. But I'm sure he's going to marry somebody and stuff like that and everything and be on his way. Mm-hmm. I don't think it was Kim's decision. I don't. Because if Kim could, I mean, the fact that she said she's willing for friends with benefits, she's willing to go for the tiniest crumb of the bread loaf.
I know.
So, obviously it's not her.
Talking to him.
I would not.
When you break up with someone, it's good to have separation completely for a while.
Usman was acting
just
like
stop talking to him.
I mean, even Shawnee says, sounds like you're the one who did the breaking up. Because usually the person, whoever breaks up with who, usually is the person who's more calm. Because they've had that decision. They're not really crying and all this stuff. It's a decision that they've come to on their own. Yeah. Even though it might hurt them, they know that this was probably the best decision. Yeah. And in most cases, like 80% of those cases, you are more calm. Kim was not. She was even offering to be his friends with benefits. Like, how can you imagine your mother in her 50s saying on national television, I will fly to Niger just to get some yummy yummy.
And I didn't
I could not imagine my mother saying that. I would not be on that TV show. Well, I would not be on that TV show.
I didn't like the way she kind of just cut Jamal off. When Jamal was like, I think he played my mom. And she's like, he didn't play me. I broke up with him. It's like she just kind of pushes Jamal's feelings aside, which I don't really like.
Exhausted.
I know. When he got up, he was like, ugh. All right. When she started to cry,
you and me, okay? You and me. That boy has been through so much. I would not be surprised this is a 30th relationship that's gone up Schitt's Creek. He looked exhausted. I could not imagine having a mother where it's like every time.
Listen. She doesn't really listen to him.
At some point, you just have to be like, Mom, I don't agree with this.
But then she will be telling him all the story, but then she doesn't want to listen. I get tired of that. I get to a point where I'm like, just don't tell me the story.
Actually, at some point, I'm just like, I don't care. Like, I mean, because you obviously don't care about yourself. So I can't care more about you than you care about yourself. Yeah. It's too much.
I mean, that's why I was saying about Shida, too.
I know, it hurts.
I know. But hey.
Anyway, but
Submit.
and Jenny,
I
apparently
really
he was
think
saying he was
Submit
lying.
wants a child.
You think so? I didn't
That
get
man
that vibe.
said when he was 23 with Jenny, he was fine. He didn't want a child. He told his parents. It's 10 years later.
Yeah.
Why would he say to his family and his friend? You know what I'm saying?
Maybe they've broken him down. You think? But I don't know if he really wants a child.
But they're not the ones who brought it up.
Well,
he's the one who brought it up. Well, I'll have a child. Maybe that would be fine.
Well, maybe. I mean, I feel like he's getting a little bit tired of Jenny. I'm not going to lie. Because he said, I'm not trying to be living a retired life with this woman.
Yes, that's so.
And all this stuff. I want to go be free. And he's probably thinking he would have been more
talking,
free.
He's been complaining about the lack of cleaning, too. And remember, he cooks for Jenny. Because obviously, whatever she's cooking, he's not enjoying.
Yeah, I mean, she was talking about boiled hot dogs, and he just looked disgusted.
Yeah, because Indians have all those spices.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God. We had chicken tikka masalina at, Hotel Blue Sapphire. Oh, my God. Oh, yeah.
Masala.
I don't know why I say masalina. It was so good. I love Indian
quite
food.
Delicious, yeah.
And the naan bread. Oh, my. Do they have naan bread at the hotel? I don't think we ever asked.
Just never asked.
Yeah. Next time we go, I have to get that. But yeah, they have some really good food. It kind of reminds me of African food a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
masala is good. Yeah.
I don't think he necessarily wants a child.
He
might want to. I don't know. I really don't know. I feel like I'm indifferent.
He may want to leave, a legacy, like have a child,
I mean, it wouldn't shock me because that's how it is in other countries. So he looks to left, he's looked to right. He's been like,
But you know what's
I know I've been running from this life.
Angela said, "Y'all can do that after we die. You still have life to live." I was like, "What?" I mean, what if you live for another 30 years?
Angela's off.
Because they're all in their 50s. So that means what? I'll be by 60. I'll be Jenny's age now. So that was really interesting that they said so. Michael is like, or be like me. You have the relationship concurrently with the wife. It's just horrible, Michael. I am not condoning that.
No. I mean, but Angela was even like, the fact I'm having so much peace and I told him, and that's scary. It should not be scary. You should be very happy about that, Angela. And you should move on from this man. You're not looking good. I mean, you're not looking well.
And he's stressing you out.
I mean, you get a hoarse voice. I cannot imagine yelling so much. I know, and that's something you're yelling like a banshee in the streets, like some Makat woman. I don't know what she's doing in life. I literally would drop Michael like a bad habit. And then he's going to be here with the visa. He's also another American woman who has told him, you need to be providing for me. I don't know what's going on. But Angie, you need to let that man go. I mean, and try to do some self-improvement so you can find somebody decent. You can't be here abusing people and just stay with Michael because you are abusive and you don't think anybody else is going to be with you.
Yeah.
So, yeah. But yeah, Jenny Submit, maybe he was playing the family. I don't know what's the thing with Submit. I always wonder why he's with Jenny. Yeah. But I don't know if that is going to last long. I mean, the father did give his blessing.
Which I do believe he did. I do believe him.
Because,
he's always been a little more
calmer than the mother.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
But, I don't think the mother's going to completely come around, but I feel like
they said she's talking to Submit.
Kidogo. But we'll see how it all works out.
Yeah.
But I think that was all for the 90-day. Oh, but yeah, also Angela, when she was talking about how, Usman, you and Michael will not be hanging out because if my husband wants to stay married, he'll beat your ass if he wants to stay married or whatever. And she's like, don't you dare hang out with him. And then even Michael was like, it's okay, let it go, Usman. Michael was just trying to stay afloat.
And then when you went to go see Usman, was Usman
Where
to
is
F you?
Where is he? No, I don't know. I think someone was saying F off or whatever. And apparently they were in the same hotel, so he was still lying.
Well, he seemed to have gone outside and then walked to Usman's place.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. I didn't see that part.
He did.
But yeah.
I think they are in different hotels.
Yeah, but we'll see what happens on the next.
How about, what's her name? Liz's finding of Ed. Talking to someone 2 hours ago.
I don't even want to talk about Liz because Liz, you were dumb. You getting involved somehow?
All you have to say
you're
is
giving
advice
to her about birth control. mind your own business and get some damn self-esteem. When you do that, then come talk to me about advising a friend, because you don't even take your own advice. You know, but
well,
I mean, yes,
she was doing that because Bilal was there. Like,
I know, but really she should have minded her business. I don't know why you're talking like when your relationship is in the gutter and you can't even find your self-esteem. I was just like, please stop talking, like, for real. So that was irritating. Yeah. And then, you know, her with the whole thing with Liz. And as time went
on, Ed was literally sitting on her lap.
You know, I think it's wrong for a spouse to go out without their spouse. Even Kim was like, that's a stretch. She's like, but that's what I tell my mom. You don't invite Liz, then I'm not going. But that's what he does. He does these little things. Mm-hmm. That next you know, his Humpty Dumpty ass was all next to her. I don't know how she has sex with that man. My God, I would have to be drunk as hell to even get there. I don't
I mean, you know.
Anyway.
I need to each his own.
Anyway.
She looks
so.
Yeah, anyway.
She right did the whole, was it
For me with Ed, it's like you're compromised physically, obviously. Yet.
You're such a horrible person.
It's as if he knows. Exactly. He's such a horrible person. You know, he's worse on the inside than how he looks on the outside, and that's saying a lot.
I think the way he is on the inside replicates what he is on the outside.
Right. Maybe that's why he continues to look a mess.
Yes.
And I feel as though he feels so bad about how he looks. When he finds somebody, he begins to just beat at them. First, he comes out as a savior. Tell me all your problems.
And then he throws it in your face like hot water.
Throws it in your face. And beats, chips at you, because he feels so bad about himself. Anywho.
I have no empathy.
That was all for now. We have one more tell-all to go next week.
Yes, you all. But I think that was it. Mm-hmm. It's Mary.
And Amma.
We want you guys to like,
share,
subscribe,
and comment
down below. Oh, yes, she found that he was on a dating profile site.
That's what I was saying.
Yes.
All I wanted her to do was just say, give me your phone right now, let me see.
All I wanted her to say is to just be done with him. There's no point. You already know what it is. But it's like Liz is still holding out. Like, just admit you're wrong so we can work it out. Just leave him. Find your self-esteem in the gutter. Clean it off. And leave this man. That's all I got to say.
Pick it up.
Let me get some wet wipes and just clean it. And then put it back in my chest.
Oh, Lord.
Find yourself.